Rockin' and rollin', Charleroi, Belgium. It's the Basketball Champions League. It's the Week 2 matchup between Spirou, Proximus Spirou, and AEK Athens. Well, there's a lot of excitement in the arena tonight because this is a competition that is really taking off fast. AEK Athens convincing winners last week, Proximus Spirou falling. So this is a game that they need to win. They need that home court advantage to get them off the schneid tonight. Here we have other games being played in the group tonight. Szolnoki Ole against Dinamo Zagreb in Hungary. Stelmet Zielona Góra in Poland taking on Riesen Ludwigsburg, and Besiktas Sompo Japan at home to Partizan, who won that last-second thriller last week. So it's all happening in Group E, and we expect a good one tonight. I'll tell you what, watching AEK Athens play last week, you have to say that they would be among the early favorites in this competition. You see in the standings in Group E, they're right at the top, along with Besiktas, Sompo Japan, Dinamo Zagreb, and Partizan, all winners last week. MHP Riesen Ludwigsburg, Stelmet Zielona Góra, Proximus Spirou, all falling in their openers. But this is a talented team. You saw Kostas Vatsiladis, the Greek international, Mavroidis there, who also has played for Greece. Terrific players from top to bottom. Joris Dovs is a great coach. Laren Zakas there, number 12, was terrific last week. They've got a great rebounder in Randall Falker. Guard Nikola Ivanovic, who was very impressive last week. Jawad Williams, who has been terrific for this team. Dusan Shakota, and of course the veteran point guard Roko Leni Ukic, who by the way played at the Olympics for the second time in his career recently, only playing in Rio de Janeiro. So that's the quality of the player that you're talking about for AEK Athens. For Proximus Spirou, Alexandre Libert is a very important player, scored a lot of points last week. You've got the Belgium international down there, Loïc Schwartz, number 22, who will be important. Listen, they're all important players, and really for this team tonight to be successful, the coach of Proximus Spirou, Fulvio Bastianini, needs everybody to step up, because this AEK Athens team doesn't lose too much when they bring players off the bench.
Mesdames, Mesdemoiselles, Messieurs, dans quelques instants, la présentation des joueurs. Athenia, Kalispera, Kiris, Kikiri, from Athens.
One of those players we're talking about, Michael Dixon, that you see right there, played for Georgia's national team this summer and helped them qualify for the FIBA Eurobasket. There's Ukic, who we spoke about. Dusan Shakota, who was impressive, I thought, last week. I don't see really any weaknesses in this team. It's been a team that you could say any one of these players can expect at least 10 to 15 minutes a game, and that is a good problem to have, finding playing time if you're the coach, Joris Dovs. So Joris Dovs needs no introduction, used to coach Slovenia's national team, and also famously was a national team player himself, the former Yugoslavia and then Slovenia. For Proximus Spirou, we see the introduction of their team. Bastianini is going to be hoping that Alexandre Libert comes out and has another big game. He had 20 points last week. Brandon Bowman had 19. Harris had 12. Darnell Harris, the small forward. And Darnell Harris also came out and had 4 rebounds. Brandon Bowman with the 6 rebounds. It's a team that, again, is going to be up against Ike, but a team that is focused, concentrated, executes the game plan, does the little things in basketball that are actually so big, taking care of the ball, boxing out, making free throws. You know, they've got a chance, especially with this home crowd behind them. Spirou losing in the quarterfinals of last year's playoffs, but they finished 3rd during the regular season. In fact, they had the same record as Okapi All-Star, who both of them 13-7. All-Star made to the final before losing to Ostend. Randall Falker, known for his rebounding prowess, really established himself as a big-time European player in France. Good refereeing crew tonight from Lithuania, Portugal, and Bulgaria. Tomas Jasovicius, Paulo Marquez, and Vinceslav Velikov. Vassiladis, you'll remember, he's a man that has got quite a shot. Starting 5, Vassiladis will be in there, along with Ukic, Larentzakis, Mavroidis, and Jawad Williams. Jawad Williams is a NCAA title winner when he played for the University of North Carolina under Roy Williams. And there's the great Joris Dubs. Just really seems to get his teams to rise to different levels. Really high level of performance. Be it the national team, being at club level. And I think he can really do something with this Ike team because he has really got some talent. Proximus Spirou will start with Marnegrave, Dietrich Richardson, Brandon Bowman, Kemp, and Loic Schwartz, who is one of those impressive players for Belgium's national team this summer. Belgium team won 6 games and qualified for the FIBA Eurobasket. Well, just as a reminder, this is the inaugural season of the Basketball Champions League. We had a couple of qualifying rounds, and now we're in the regular season. You've got 5 groups of 8 teams, so 40 teams, and they're going to play 280 games in this regular season, all of them trying to get to the elimination round, the playoffs. So the 24 teams advance to the playoffs, the 4 top teams from each group, and the 4 best-ranked 5th place teams. Sorry, excuse me, the 4 top teams from each group and the 4 best-ranked 5th place teams. And the 5 group winners and the 3 best-ranked 2nd place teams will advance directly to the playoffs round 2. The rest, the other 16 teams, will go into home and aways, trying to get to that playoffs round 2. So it's very exciting. Anytime you play the continental competition, it's always interesting. You know, These players are playing a lot of basketball. They're playing on the domestic front in their respective domestic leagues, and they're also playing in Europe. So you have to win, you have to play your game, and then you have to put it behind you and get ready for the next one. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Charleroi, Belgium. It's the Basketball Champions League, and it's the game between AEK Athens in the dark jerseys from Greece, taking on Proximus Spirou here of Belgium. So early on, a reach in and a steal. So early turnover. Dogs won't be too happy with that. Schwartz dribbles, gets in, kicks it outside, and the early jump shot is off target. So Richardson had the good look, couldn't knock it down.
Defense.
Mavroidis was so effective last week, and he immediately gets his hands on the ball and draws the foul from Kemp. Kemp eats up a lot of space inside. Maybe a little slow-footed on that one. Mavroidis maneuvering into position, and Kemp lowering his arms and committing the foul. Mavroidis, I think, perhaps slightly underrated for what he does for all the teams that he plays for. He's a real workhorse. Of course, he didn't help himself there, missing 2 free throws. Marnegrave brings it up the floor, guarded by Ukic. Schwartz gets it back to Marnegrave. Marnegrave. And off target, but Kemp there for the offensive rebound and put back. So good play by Kemp. Here's Ukic, gets in the lane, passes back outside to Larentzakis. Larentzakis over to Vassiladis. What about Richardson? Vassiladis, his pass off of the fingertips of Mavroidis, and great transition play from Proximus Spirou, and it's finished by Schwartz. And you can see why Belgian basketball is so excited about some of these players. Schwartz hustling down the floor to get the dunk. Now quickly, and Ike get the layup with Ukic. Seems to have had kind of a renaissance. He's really played well. Played well this past summer for Croatia, and here he is playing well for AEK Athens. Now Richardson's pass knocked away. And the jump shot and the three-pointer is good from Ukic. And Ukic showing why he's had a long career. He's played in Europe, he's played in the NBA. Comes out and makes a couple of plays early on. Scores 5 points quickly here for AEK Athens. Marnegrave drives in, puts it up and scores with the left hand. Now Williams. A good loud crowd here in Belgium. And a foul called, I believe, on Kemp. So Larentzakis should get to the line. Looks like he was also kind of hit in the face by Bowman. But I think Kemp has picked up the foul. So no shots. And Offensive breakdown there on the inbounds play. Vasilaitis is able to catch it from Ukic. And Richardson comes over and commits the foul. Fortunately, before the shot attempt. Ukic outside. Larentzakis drives in, uses the glass. And nice drive from Larentzakis. Sparks, no look. And beautiful passing from the Belgian team. Proximus Spirou. That was beautiful. And you can see Yorizov's taking Larentzakis to task for that defense. Vasilaitis misses. And strong rebound from Bowman. Now the pass batted. It was out of bounds. I tell you, you've had some good players. I don't think Belgium gets the credit it deserves, Belgian league, because they've had some great players come through this competition. I'm thinking of Matt Lejeski, for example. Sam Van Rossum. And Sparks gets it over to Richardson, drives in, and draws the foul on Mavroidis, who's had a quarter to forget so far. Larentzakis almost committed the foul before that. Bastianini over there calling the shots. He's a gamer, isn't he? Now Richardson sinks the first one. And the second as well. So a 3-point lead here for Proximus Spirou. Proximus Spirou lost last week in Istanbul, falling to Besiktas 92-75. Here's Vasilaitis. And good spin move. Sports lost his footing, lets it go so he doesn't travel, but it looks like he's turned his right ankle. He's going to have to come out of the game. He's in a little bit of pain. Oh, yeah, he definitely has rolled his ankle. That does not look good. That might be him done for the game. It's unfortunate. He is an exciting, exciting talent. Well, Maxime Godou is going to come into the game, number 12. They'll try to get some ice on that in case to prevent the swell. Maybe he will come back. It didn't look good though when it rolled over. Ukic gets it over to Jawad Williams. Jawad Williams. There's a lot of things on the basketball court to help Ike win. And there was the foul. Maxime Godou commits the foul right off the bench. Williams, a little turnaround jump shot. So that cuts it back to a 10-9 lead. And the handoff, Richardson gets inside, misses. And now Michael Dixon, who's come into the game, comes away with a rebound. They push it up quickly. Ukic puts it up and doesn't knock it down. Nice jump shot there on the baseline. Good early shooting. Last basket was from Davis. He's also just checked in. Here's Liber. He led Proximus Spirou in scoring last week in Turkey with 20 points. And Matt Ruidis continues to struggle. Kind of in a funk. I build him up and he's can't quite get it going. So Ukic is going to come out of the game. Ivanov comes in. Excuse me, Ivanovic comes in. Nikola Ivanovic. And traveling is the call on Davis. So they've got it immobilized, they've got some ice on it, they've got it elevated, obviously, what you do when you have the sprained ankle. So we'll see how that develops. And now an offensive foul called on Ivanovic. Or no, it was called on Williams for the illegal pick, illegal screen. So Liber in the game and falls down, is able to keep his dribble and then stands up. That's not easy. He made it look easy. And penetration, oh, what an athletic play that time from Bowman. Ruidis. It's inside, and good hustle. And Maxime Godou diving on the floor for the loose ball. Ball goes out of bounds. It'll still be Ike possession with 4 on the shot clock. Remember, Ike winning last week, and Spirou losing, and the interception from Bowman, and boy, he's got a gracefulness about his game that is pleasing to the eye. Soars in and lays it up and in. Doesn't even think about dunking it.
We don't stop the foul. We beat us 1-on-1. We get 1 foul. On the sideline, we get 1 side short when we get 1 second. 3 men go, cut, 5 men open, and we give 1 cut and 2 on 2 game. What is the problem? We don't know the system. What system we don't know? We don't know shoulder, we don't know 5 side. Media. Costa. On number 11, but we don't have problem on pick and roll, guys. We have problem on 1-1. Defense, guys. Come on, man. Playing offense, 22, right? Go, hey. Hey, now, Dio. Actually, no. Hey, play flash. Flash.
Well, you see the three-point shooting, just 1 3 made tonight. That was by Ukic. And now you can see a very important player is checked into the game for Ike, Milosevic, who was terrific last week. Big Dixon gets it over to Milosevic. Out to Williams. Williams was open, but ball just rattled out. So he comes out, and Randall Falker comes into the game. Look at the Ike fans who traveled. Good job, guys. You've come a long way to support your team. You got to like it. Dusan Shikoda also into the game. For Ike, number 5. And the foul has put Ivanovic on the free throw line. Wisdoves often has that hand on his forehead, on his mouth. He contemplates what's happening. They're complaining that he got hit in the face there by Dixon. Godou, double team, passes, and they find the open man. It's going to be Bowman, and Falker came right from behind and rejected him. Now Dixon kicks it over to Ivanovic. It's good. A good interplay between those and Ivanovic now. But Richardson has an answer at the other end. And the miss, but Falker goes up for the rebound. And a foul called on Proximus Spirou. This was how the response to that Ivanovic jump shot. Bear hasn't taken a shot yet. He led the team in scoring last week. Besiktas. And Falker, who I didn't think Falker played nearly as well as he's capable of last week, but he started very well tonight off the bench. And he only makes 1 of 2 at the line. And 3-pointers, good. And Richardson now starting to heat up. Interception, the steal, and the basket, the easy one, converted by Milosevic, so Falker continues to get it done. Brandon Bowman drives in, fouled. Shall I say the Beverly Hills, California-born Brandon Bowman. He played at Georgetown University and has played numerous places around the world. He draws the foul as he gets inside. And checking in now for Proximus Spirou, Harris. The final 25 seconds here in the first quarter. Bowman, another attempt. And Ike had a chance for transition, but Ivanovic, the Montenegro international, wisely decides to hold it up. Now he's going to get it back. Gets it back over to Shikoda, great shooter. And Dusan Shikoda only draws iron. So at the end of the first quarter, Proximus Spirou showing some athleticism, some quickness, some savvy. They lead AEK Athens 21-18.
Ce soir particulièrement, nous avons notre partenaire Trace qui propose au premier couple qui sera surpris en train de s'embrasser au grand écran de lui offrir un cadeau juste après le match. Notre partenaire qui se calme ce soir est bien
But there you see 7 rebounds. Interestingly, Ike being out-rebounded. The 7 for Proximus Spirou. Ike with the 4 turnovers. Pro have committed it. 7 fouls. But turnovers often lead to points for the other team, and they did on that occasion. The bad news for the Belgian team is the loss to an ankle injury of Loic Schwartz, who is now over on the bench with his right ankle raised, and his future participation in this game, number 22 there, is in doubt. Second quarter action underway here, and Maxime Godou calls the foul from Randall Falker. Or maybe it was on Milosevic, in fact. Dixon the other way for Ike. And brings it back out. He's guarded closely by Liver. Dixon gets inside, hands it off to Falker. It goes up. Beautiful read from Dixon and Falker. Charleroi team still on top. Godou over to Richardson. And very good challenge there, but Harris unable to get the rebound. Skoda. Dixon for 3. Good! And just like that, AEK Athens have gone back in front. But quickly, Richardson is not the first time that Proximus Spirou have beaten AEK Athens down the floor, but they did, and because of that, Richardson will get free throws. Watch this. And Dixon says, "You're not going to take." Oh, they're wondering, are they going to count the basket? Because Bastianini says, and they are indeed, because the ball hit off the glass before it was blocked. Look at this. So Falker, an unfortunate play there for AEK Athens, and I think he's going to come out of the game because of it. So 3-point play for Richardson, and it is Proximus Spirou right back in front. Dixon over to Sakota, wide open, off the back of the iron. Liver. Alexandre Liver hasn't attempted a shot tonight from my recollection. And good read there, almost the pickoff by AEK Athens with 9 on the shot clock. And they had the shot they wanted Kemp just didn't get it to fall. Milosevic outside Shikoda. You can't leave him open all night long because he will nail him, but he's missed a few. So living dangerously. And the ball goes out of bounds. So the ball goes back over to AEK Athens. The turnover. On the corner, and Dixon showing what he's all about. So another three-pointer for Dixon. Shot was blocked, and now AEK Athens with another opportunity. As Harris was trying to shoot it from the corner. Ivanovic fouled by Richardson. So the Illinois native Richardson goes out. Marnegrave comes back into the game. And another three-pointer, this one finally from the hands of Shikoda. And AEK now with their biggest lead of the game, 29-24. Now Godut drives, tries to pass it back out to the perimeter, and nobody was there. Not on the wing where he was throwing it. So Proximus Spirou called timeout, trailing by 5.
So defensively, watch out, the 5 is the shooter. Okay, so follow him. The number 5, the shooter. So follow him, stick defense. N'ouvre pas les appuis en défense. Play more front. No easy penetration. Guys, no easy penetration. Stay together. Okay? Big man, just when you see the screen, pick up the screen. See you the screen. I want one step on the ball and step back after that. Okay? In offense, guys, when we come in offense, if they put great pressure, big man, just put the screen. You see Alex come là again. Screen line, he can attack and you pop out. Okay? Simple, play simple. Hey, next offense, wants to play the motion 5. Okay, motion 5 plus screen with You must use the screens on 3, okay?
I'm guarded by the 5. Whoever's guarded by the 5.
He will go, Davis will go, and hard shot.
AEK Athens starting to heat up a little bit and forcing the timeout. They're now shooting 41.67% from three-point range. And now good defense there. Forces the turnover. Libert hands it off to Davis, drives in, tough shot, and the tip. Went in. Let's see my officials scoring who they credit that to. And nowhere to go for Ivanovic. He turns it over, so that's 2 consecutive turnovers, and you've got to say Libert has just played 2 terrific possessions defensively. He comes up with a steal, and there he just forces the turnover. Does a good job moving his feet. Marnegrave now, another player who's in that Belgian national team setup. Hasn't played at the Eurobasket yet, but it's only a matter of time for him. Go to Martigrave with 3 on the shot clock. He's going to have to put one up. And did he get it off in time? Doesn't matter. Ball clangs off the rim, goes back to Ike. This is the Basketball Champions League. So week 2. It's Greece v. Belgium. It's AEK Athens taking on Proximus Spirou here in Charleroi. And the foul called on Davis. Trying to fight through that screen. Davis has to come out of the game. And Brandon Bowman comes back in. Now an offensive foul has been called. Is it on Sakota? And the Falker comes back in. Liebert finds his way in, and this time puts it up and in. Scores with the left hand. And he faked the pass. Ukic wasn't fooled, but he couldn't catch up to him. And Falker in there battling on the boards. Gets it back for Ike. Passes outside to Jawad Williams. Dixon, another attempt from 3, and it's good. Boy, just like he shot down Montenegro. Excuse me, just like he shot down Montenegro in their Eurobasket qualifier at the end of the campaign. He's knocked down a few threes tonight. And now the ball is going to go back over to AEK Athens. So Ike with a 4-point lead. Coming up on the 4-minute mark here in the first half. Dietrich Richardson coming back into the contest. And Godou comes out. And another 3-pointer. Nope, that's going to be a 2 from Jawad Williams. Takes it up to a 6-point lead. Martigrave looks for an opening. Bowman hands it off to Liebert. 5 on the shot clock. Shakes and bakes. Gets Falker off his feet. But Liebert's shot attempt was too hard and didn't even get any rim. Just clanged off the backboard. Ukic hands it off to Williams. Now 3.5 minutes to go in the opening half. Ukic to Milosevic. Williams, pump fake. And Martigrave with the rebound. And Milosevic reaches in and told to calm down. Liebert is going to exit. And coming in will be Lambeau for his first action tonight. And Brandon Bowman drives in. Oh, what razzle-dazzle that was. Well, he is long and really handles it well. Very creative in the air. Ukic spins, gets in the lane. They get it to Dixon for another three. This time he's off. Shows he's human. He hasn't missed much tonight. Marnegrave into the corner, and the three is no good from Harris, who's yet to score. So Schwartz out of the game with an apparent sprained ankle. Unlikely to return, it would appear. Ukic drifts in and hangs, draws the foul, and now goes to the line for a potential three-point play. Look at this. This is a heady play. To be honest, I mean, it didn't get too much contact there, but must have been just enough in the eyes of the referee to get him a trip to the free throw line. See Ukic catching his breath here before he puts up the free throw. And he does. Well, he's been impressive. Marnegrave and has it. Proximus Spirou, and a very difficult shot. Gets into the lane, absorbs the contact, and makes the shot. And I think he's potentially right. They could have called a foul there. Dixon dribbles behind his back. Over to Williams now. Guarded by Richardson. Richardson does a good job holding his ground, and Williams nevertheless could have made that shot. Ball goes out of bounds, so Ike are going to retain possession. So timeout on the floor. It's AEK Athens with a 5-point lead in this Group E encounter of the Basketball Champions League, with 1:37 remaining in the first half.
Baseline out 3. One is inbound. Wait. Here is 2. Okay. 4.
Is it Mike or Costa? Mike or Costa?
Costa is 2. Costa is 2. Okay. 5 and 3. Mike. Right on to the corner. Okay. Go hard. 5 men go inside. 2 men back screen for 4. Randy, make good screen for Costa to get the ball here and open inside. Rocco, you look 4 and fake pass, but in the other eyes, look this 2. Don't pass to 4, look this pass.
Looks like Milosevic must have got a pop on the cheek. He's got some ice on it.
If you're not open, don't shoot. We don't need, because we don't have transition defense, okay?
The leading rebounders here for Proximus Spirou. Pretty even in the rebounding. 12 for AEK, 11 for Proximus Spirou. Really, not surprisingly perhaps, is the 22 points coming from the bench for AEK Athens to just 6 for Proximus Spirou. Good defense from Marnegrave. Not sure what AEK Athens were trying to force there. And Marnegrave pulls up his dribble, gets it over to Richardson. Now Richardson back to Marnegrave. Marnegrave. And Harris was fouled by Falker. And they're in the bonus already, so Harris will go to the line. And sinks to first. Harris makes both. Maybe those 2 free throws will get him going offensively. They're back into the game. And a smallish, apparently, Belgium team on the floor right now. And Ukic once again spins, gets inside, and scores. Boy, he's been impressive. Said it before. He's got 10 points. Libert. Oh, a good strong follow from Harris. And another foul will get him to the line. Good D from Ukic. Nobody boxed out Harris, who's starting to come to life. He made his first 2, but now he misses his third. Darnell Harris. The second, however, is good. So the 24-year-old Harris, who played at Middle Tennessee State University. Only 24 years of age. Oh, but nobody picks up Ukic as he goes right down the lane. And that is going to get a timeout from Bastianini. So a little bit of confusion defensively. A blown assignment. Let's hear what Bastianini says. Well, can't really pick up what he's saying, but it's not surprising, really, the way that Ike have been able to come out and put together an impressive performance as you look at some of the numbers for Proximus Spirou. This is a deep team. It's a team that has some veterans like Ukic. And Ukic now actually has 12 points. 5 of 7 from the floor.
With the 5 men.
You got Randy in at the 5. You want him to be on the side? Let's go screen up.
So a little bit of full court pressure here coming out of the timeout by AEK Athens. And Libert handles it pretty well. Ukic had a foul there in the backcourt. And you have to wonder about that. Not a great foul because I think they're in the bonus. And you put a good free throw shooter on the line. I mean, the only good thing is that AEK Athens will get the ball back. But I'm not sure that's what you want to do in that situation. You just want to play defense. Libert hits the front end of the rim and it bounces in. Now back to a 4-point game. Ukic has it. Libert moving his feet. Williams takes an early shot and hits it. Well, he's left this Belgian team with a little bit of time. Margrave pushes it up quickly and puts up a prayer towards the rim. And Dixon's defense was just good enough to put off this shot. So AEK Athens leave the court up by 6 points at halftime here in Charleroi, Belgium, against Proximus Spirou. Well, as you look at the AEK Athens fans and the stats, see that AEK are just shooting and Proximus Spirou shooting well above 60% inside the arc. From a rebounding standpoint, the hosts edging that. Turnovers, fouls do not appear to be an issue at this point.
Je rappelle que je vous attendrai ici même, juste derrière les arbitres, derrière la table d'arbitrage, Monsieur Adrien Dangot et Monsieur Martin Drussard pour la troisième carton. Vous aurez la possibilité de gagner ce soir grâce au Golden Shot.
So Richardson has the 10 points to lead Proximus Spirou. Loic Schwartz on that one had a bright start, but he's had to leave the game with a sprained ankle. It appears to be a sprained ankle. Roko Leniukic has 12 points, leading AEK Athens. So we're at halftime. It's 43-37. AEK Athens on top of Proximus Spirou here in this Group E battle of the Basketball Champions League. Well, if you're looking for a difference in this game, one big difference is AEK Athens' ability to knock down the three-point shot, and especially Michael Dixon, who has hit 3 of his 4 attempts. As a team, AEK Athens are 6 of 14, and they have had 4 different players hit three-pointers. By comparison, the three-pointers have not been falling for Proximus Spirou. They are 1 of 5. So that is a big, big difference. And unfortunately, I guess, for Proximus Spirou fans, their team, while putting AEK Athens on the line a fair amount, AEK Athens just 5 of 9. So they've missed 4 opportunities there. The lead would be even bigger. But gosh, you have to wonder about the defense when you consider that Proximus Spirou is shooting 13 of 17 inside the arc and 14 of 22 overall, while AEK Athens are 10 of 15 inside the arc and 16 of 29 overall. So I wouldn't be at all surprised to see the defense pick up from both of these teams here in the second half. But we're right now at the break, and it's AEK Athens on top 43-37.
Bingo. Je vous rappelle que si vous connaissez Martin Brussard et Adrien Dangote, je les attendrai ici au troisième quart-temps afin de faire le Golden Shot et pour eux la possibilité de gagner 9 000 € ce soir.
Well, what's going on in the mind of that man right there, Joris Doves, his AEK Athens team leading it 43-37 over Proximus Spirou. AEK Athens so convincing last week at home against Solnok Ole of Hungary, but this week they've hit the road, and bear in mind they are on the road and playing against an awkward opponent here in the Spirou Dome. This Proximus Spirou team isn't going to go away, and I think Ždovs knows it. And the question is, how are they going to approach this second half? They've lost an important player, Schwartz, to a turned ankle, a sprained ankle. Proximus Spirou losing last week. They don't want to start this competition 0-2. Whereas AEK would like to be their position if they could start out with 2 wins in Group E.
Watch I know. Adam, catch the ball, play confident, you 1-1. Okay? If we don't play what? Okay, swing the ball and play 2-man game. Go guys, let's go.
Agora vamos ver.
Defense, guys, defense.
Well, welcome back here to the Spirou Dome in Charleroi, Belgium. It's Proximus Spirou hosting AEK Athens, and it's the Greek team, AEK, leading it 43-37. And they have got possession to start off, and they give it right back over to the Charleroi team. And Mavroidis, it just hasn't been his night. He was so impressive last week against Solnok Ole, and tonight nothing really has worked for him. Well, the pass ill-advised, taken by Ukic, and AEK Athens somehow conspired not to score on that fast break. And Brandon Bowman had a three, passed up. Now he's going to step back and take it. And Kemp is going to go up, fight for the rebound, gets on the ground, passes back outside to Richardson. He misses. And the threes just continue to elude this Proximus Spirou side. And good play from the Charleroi defense. So a couple of early turnovers here against AEK Athens. But another jump shot goes missing. Maxime Godou. Jawad Williams gets inside and scores just inside the free throw line in the paint. He's looked good tonight. And now the turnover. Michael Dixon has it. And Margrave commits the foul. Williams down low. Mavroidis goes up again. Can't get it to drop. Richardson drives in. Oh, what a beautiful move from Richardson. Goes up with a left hand and banks it in. Ukic probes outside. Now Mavroidis again is going to go at Kemp. And still can't get it to fall. Margrave kind of bumped as he gets under the basket. And Mavroidis will exit the game. He committed the foul. Randall Falker, who's really been impressive, comes back into the game. Richardson gets behind his back, out to Godou, and the miss, but the follow by Bowman. The offensive rebound and putback. Bowman's got 8 points. And here they are, trailing by just 4. Dixon shakes and bakes, gets it over to the side now. Randall Falker goes in. What an impressive move by Falker. An offensive foul, setting the pick called on Kemp. And I think they're going to call the elbow.
remplacement Proximus Spirou tire le rang monté au jeu de Brian Davis en remplacement d'Adam Kemp.
So Kemp exits the game and Davis re-enters. Three-point attempt is good. So Ukic just continues to get it done tonight. To a 9-point advantage. Look at that three-point shot, 7 of 15 for Ike. That is the killer tonight. Richardson, tough shot on the run. Ukic gets it over to Dixon. Martingrave gets back, plays defense. Now the pass inside to Falker. He gets it out to Vassiliadis. Another three! And AEK Athens are shooting their way into a comfortable lead here. Look at Falker. He knows somebody's going to be open. The shooters spot up. I tell you what, there is a lot to like about what we've seen from AEK Athens last week and also tonight. And Bastianini has to call the timeout. Let's hear what he says.
Higher if we need. Put good screen and use the spacing. In often we have to use more space, okay? Defensively, guys. Stay on Ukic. He drive on that side. Cut on his right hand. He use the screen. Go over. And if the first one is high and you go under, the second one you go over. Stay with him. If you lose the pressure on him, he will pass the ball where he wants. Okay? Okay, watch to make next offense or down. Okay? Yeah.
Mike, you take the ball. Pass inside. Flare, double flare. On the point side. Right side, go. Side to side.
Hey, Randy, good job, man.
Well, this is not a good development. Threes continue to fall for Ike, and Proximus Spirou know they need to do something different. The Bears checked into the game. Bowman has it up top. He puts up a three himself, contested, and AEK Athens with the rebound. The good news for Proximus Spirou is they've got plenty of time to turn this around, but the bad news is they haven't quite figured out how to do it. Michael Dixon now tries the three, and Randall Falker almost took that away from Davis. Beautiful pass inside to Brandon Bowman, but a foul before he attempts the shot. Nice pass from Libert. Good movement from Bowman. Only the second team foul on Ike, you can see, so long way away from the bonus. And now Richardson gets into no man's land and turns it over. Dixon comes out with it over to Vassiliadis. Ike don't want to hesitate. They just want to go ahead and go for it. Godou. And his pass telegraphed. Intercepted by Jawad Williams. Ukic. And down low to Falker. Ukic, if he's not scoring points, he's showing the poise, the calm, the patience. to find his wide open teammate. And now Ike on top by 13. And right now with Ike Athens, you just feel like they are going for the jugular. Dusan Shikoda comes in, and Jawad Williams takes his seat. So Godou comes out. And coming back in for Proximus Spirou is Martigrave. And that time, terrific block. And that was Ukic, I think, who got the block. Well, he was playing out of his skin. Falker gets in the lane, patiently puts it up. And the ball knocked out of bounds. Watch this. Davis couldn't rebound it. Decided to bat it out. 14 on the shot clock. And it just doesn't get any better. This is what you face when you face Ike Athens. They bring other guys like Ivanovic off the bench. Dusan Shikoda comes off the bench and hits the three-pointer. I mean, this is a team that, if it gets the wind and it sails, look out. They could go a long way in this Basketball Champions League. They have now hit 7 three-pointers. And when you compare that to Proximus Spirou hitting just 1, you can see that's one of the big differences in this game. Shikoda picks up the foul out on the perimeter. Martigrave. And the follow from Brandon Bowman. Still plenty of time for the host. They've got to hunker down and play defense. Maybe, just maybe, they can force some turnovers, get some easy baskets. Now, offensive foul called on Jawad Williams. He kind of moved his hip while setting the pick. Bowman timed that to perfection. So that got back to 14. Now, as Williams takes a seat, Ike has also committed 5 fouls, so any more and they'll be going to the line. And that time, Davis misses with the left hand. He needed to do better from that position. Mavroidis back in the game, continues to battle, but just can't get it to fall. How many times have we said that tonight? Now, Godou called for palming, for carrying as he got down low. He's having a nightmare as well. Yep, that was a good call by the referee. Now Darnell Harris is going to come into the game. I'll tell you, Ukic for me has been the player of the game, without question, for Ike Athens. They have got a formidable backcourt. They've got Ivanovic. They've got Ukic. They've got Dixon. And then they've got a lot of players like Milosevic coming off the bench. He travels on that one. Martigrave has a look, but Ukic comes in and gets the block. That time, Liber tried to thread the needle, and it went straight into the hands of Ukic. I tell you, things are dire right now for Proximus Spirou. Could be a job for Tintin. See him in the crowd somewhere. Shakota. Now Liber, that gives an opportunity to Proximus Spirou, and Liber takes full advantage. He beats Ivanovic down the court. Back to a 12-point game. 7-second differential on the game clock and the shot clock. Ukic doesn't hesitate. Bam! Boy, he is on fire! I'll tell you, he is playing as well as I can remember. That takes it up to 60-45. Marnegrave misses. And Davis battles for the board. And Milosevic is not even going to hurl the shot up the floor. It doesn't matter. This AEK Athens team right now in command. They are leading it by 15 points over Proximus Spirou. Well, AEK Athens, I mean, just look at the three-point shooting. That is the difference when you consider 9 of 19. And Proximus Spirou just 1 of 9. No wonder Mavroidis can have an off night. Mavroidis can't get anything to fall, but it doesn't matter because you've got Roko Leniukic with an efficiency rating of 21. He's got 18 points. He's got 2 block shots. He's made 7 of his 10 field goals, 4 of 6 inside the arc, 3 of 4 beyond it. I mean, the guy has been unreal tonight. Croatia's national team captain. So it's now or never time, really, for Proximus Spirou. They trail by 15. The fourth quarter is now underway. Ivanovic fouls Liber. Kind of a needless foul. Perhaps one of those message fouls, just to let them know that they're there and they're going to bother them as long as possible. Three-pointer, no good. And Shakota with the rebound. Harris commits the foul on Mavroidis. Mavroidis again, this time going at Davis. Passes it back outside to Ivanovic, and another three-pointer. Of course, when you get that big lead, I think it's a lot easier to knock down those three-pointers, but still, it has been something else tonight. This weapon from the arc for AEK. And great defense from Mavroidis. You got to appreciate the guy is struggling offensively, and then he comes up and makes a defensive play, which ends with him falling out of bounds. Joris Doves is going to like that highlight. He's going to point that one out to his big man. Here he is. He works hard on the defensive end, and now he spins, draws the foul from Davis.
Faute de numéro 25, Brian Davis, 4e faute. Changement Proximus Spirou, Charleroi monte au jeu de Brandon Bowman, remplacement de Brian Davis.
Well, Davis has to come out. He's committed 3 fouls.
Mavroidis.
And Mavroidis goes to the line and makes the first one. So the lead now 19 points. Still 8.5 minutes remaining. Still a long time to go in this one. They got to start making some shots and get some stops. Richardson. Over to Marnegrave. Now Harris. Lever puts up a 3, and that was short. It's astonishing. Look at that stat. That is amazing. 10 of 20 for AEK Athens from the arc. Now Mavroidis goes in and gets blocked by Bowman. And the pass to Milosevic. And the Bosnia-Herzegovina international puts it up and in. Two-point shooting. I've seen AEK Athens twice now, and they are definitely impressive. They have got a team that's going to go deep in this competition. And a rare three-pointer falls for Richardson. And that gets it back to a 19-point deficit. Mavroidis is going to go at Bowman and then loses control of it. Harris. Back to Ukic. More than happy to now walk it up the court. Harris commits a foul. No, Richardson commits the foul. Oh, and you look at this group. Substitutions are made for both teams. You've got AEK, Besiktas Sompo Japan, Dinamo Sassari, Partizan Belgrade, MHP Riesen Ludwigsburg. See the foul trouble for Proximus Spirou there. You've got Stelmach, and that drive still doesn't come away with points. You know, on the evidence that I've seen, AEK's stiffest competition, although I think Partizan will have to improve their play, it comes from Partizan, maybe Besiktas. And three-pointer, another one from Shikoda. Brandon Bowman drives in. Richardson has to contort his body, but makes it 70-50. Well, I think there's a lot of promise in this Proximus Spirou team. But they have to be able to do certain things well. They can't, first of all, allow an opponent to beat them as badly as they have from outside. And tonight, they have just been drilled from three-point range from Ike. Dixon now has 4 3-pointers. Bowman drives in. And Kemp, with the offensive rebound, gets a trip to the line.
Numéro 24, Uligas Konekpo, devancé Adam Ken. 89 fautes.
Ashanini may feel like this game has just gotten away from him now. And especially when you see your big man miss a couple of free throws. It just seems to go from bad to worse. You might be thinking hopefully we'll get all this bad stuff out of our system tonight and come out ready to play this weekend and then again next week in the Basketball Champions League. Dixon drives in, hangs, and scores. Under 4.5 minutes remaining, and it's all AEK Athens. 25 points. And Kemp travels.
Timeout Proximus Spirou et on retrouve les Coca-Cola Dance.
Quality of the screen, and attack behind. You see the difference when they screen. They all the time they have an open shot. Us, we don't screen on the ball. Fix your man, put good screen on his back and attack.
On that screen, the big man already showing. You sure you don't want the big man, our big man to just slip?
Where you go?
Yeah.
Yeah, but the first good back.
See the 17 points for Richardson leads Proximus Spirou.
Yeah, for sure. Hey, let's go, guys. Hey, and finally, no fault. Open up. Big space. Adam, you know, when you put the screen after dive, very quick. And stay low. Don't come up. Okay?
This guy clear.
I'm a gosh. I'm
You are fine. You are fine.
I'm down screen.
You are fine. You pass. You went down screen this. You pass two. Pick and pop.
Lukic has the 18, leading the way for AEK. $75-50 AEK Athens as play continues here in this Group A game of the Basketball Champions League, and AEK just have really stamped their authority on this contest here in the second half. They have been something else to watch with their ability to knock down the three, especially. And that turnover doesn't help the cause, but the hustle play gets it back. Three and a half minutes remaining. 5 on the shot clock. And a desperation shot. And Lever with the rebound. Well, 3-point attempt. The open one missed by Richardson. So with less than 3 minutes remaining, you have to say it's going to be a happy team flight back to Athens, who, it must be said, also had some good support tonight. Look at Sakota, knocks down another three. Why not? My advice to AEK Athens would be don't use up all of these threes tonight because you might need some for the next game. And foul. Well, this Proximus Spirou team will be at Dinamo Sassari next week. And they'll be trying to get on track there. AEK Athens will return to the friendly confines of Owaka and the Olympic Indoor Hall where the Olympics were staged, and they will face Besiktas, Sompo, Japan. And I think maybe we'll find out perhaps just how good they are when they play Besiktas. We'll have to see how Besiktas do in their game this week. Could be a battle of unbeaten teams. And nice release that time, the three-pointer. So Harris knocks down the three, gets it back to a 25-point deficit. It's all about damage limitation right now. And pass out to the wing. Well, 10-10, perhaps he'll save the day, but maybe another day. Because I think even 10-10 would be hard-pressed to pull this one out of the fire. AEK leading at 78-53. Richardson penetrates, then passes out to Ivanovic. And AEK are continuing to pour it on here. They lead it now 80-53. I'm not sure AEK are as good as the 27-point lead against Proximus Spirou, and I'm not sure Proximus Spirou are as bad as the 27-point deficit, but take nothing away from AEK Athens. I mean, they're good, they're deep, and it looks like they're a team that's going to make a lot of noise. And from the evidence that I've seen, that they could be the favorites to win Group E. But they've only played a couple of games, and we'll see how they fare against Besiktas next week. And that time Davis was right under the basket but couldn't rebound it. And it goes back to AEK Athens. Larentzakis had played so well last week, but he hasn't really played much tonight. He inbounds the ball. There's a good play by Davis to make amends. And then he tries to go in for the dunk. And that's the kind of night it's been for Davis. Even on the good plays with the hustle, he missed the dunk. So 45 seconds remain. AEK Athens, so impressive, especially in the second half. Jawad Williams takes the three, misses. And the ball goes over to Proximus Spirou. Liebert dribbles up top. Over to Harris. And it's too little too late. The three-pointer. It's back to 22, and I'd be surprised if AEK even attempted a shot here. They are up. No need. And they're going to shake hands. Ivanovic. Jawad Williams. AEK Athens, convincing 80-58 winners over Proximus Spirou. A disappointing night here for the home crowd, but a happy night for the traveling fans of AEK Athens. And certainly Roko Leniukic has let everybody know He's got a lot of basketball left to play. He was outstanding. Ike win it 80-58. Well, 80-58, folks. We've talked about it all night, but look again at the three-point shooting for Ike, 13 of 28. Some of those misses came right there in the last minute where it was insignificant. Proximus Spirou just had nowhere near that type of firepower out on the perimeter tonight. And really, that's, effectively the story. They were able to hit some shots. And just offensively, they were far superior. Defensively, I wouldn't have said certainly for the first 25 minutes that they would have distinguished themselves. Both teams gave up really high shooting percentages early on. But Joris Dovs, his teams do pride themselves on defense, so I would expect them to get better in that department as the season goes on. And I think they did play better on defense in the second half. Saw the leading scorers. Look at Roko Lenjukic, 31 years old, playing as well as he's ever played, really. He was terrific. And happiness abounds for the AEK Athens fans. That was one of the many three-pointers for AEK Athens made by Roko Lenjukic. Well, that's it, 80-58. AEK Athens win it.